she felt intrigued. Trying to LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing. Bitch, trying to link up.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Pulled up in a dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz. What this pink stuff is, long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going. New chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out of the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where am I alone? Not on the phone. Where am I?
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a...
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out of the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where am I alone? Not on the phone. Where am I on my own? They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. inbounds with a run by Geis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
At the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Geis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and
able to find his running back, Geis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
that's good.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Ball carrier.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man complete, and he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7, Buccaneers 0. Austin McGinnis set to kick off.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
First carry for the USC man. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Underneath, he's got Brate. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. It's caught by Mike Evans.
Complete.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
14, but it's now 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man out of the backfield. It's complete. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32.
To number 22.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Buccaneers 7. Austin McGinnis set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Tannehill now to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And a yard at the 41-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Tannehill looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
This is too easy right
and
here.
They will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to number
Mike
13,
Evans.
Mike Evans.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
For the extra point.
And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a handoff here to his running back. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Number 22.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good.
Austin McGinnis set to kick.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Tannehill on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. Airing this one out for Evans. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
To number 13.
Mike Evans. As the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
45. Mike, 45. Go. Go. 45 is the mic.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
First down, Buccaneers.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing again is Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. This is Jones, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle made by Justin Evans. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. On play action, they'll throw. The 20. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First down, Buccaneers.
Here's Tannehill. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Tampa Bay.
On first down, Tannehill. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
To number 14,
Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Again, Tannehill. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Bears 35, Buccaneers 30. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now a pass hauled in downfield.
Keep going, keep running, man.
Touchdown, Chicago. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bears will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now a first down throw, Tannehill looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
53, come on. 53, check 53. Come on.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
Here we go. 28. Check 59.
Back to throw, Tannehill. To Evans on the slant. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To the air again, Tannehill. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this one is incomplete. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. I got 2.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
At the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
The 12-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Austin McGinnis set to kick off.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A first down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Out of the gun now on third down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Come on now, let's go. Let me breathe for a minute, man. We got 4. We got 4.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play that time through the air. 65 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up